Victoria 3, a game where you get to play as a stinking European country during the 1800s. The goal of the game is to kick Victoria in the nuts and give her an RKO, which will give you enough prestige so you can call yourself the #1 superpower on this planet. And yes, that's how superpowers work. I watched all of the superhero movies. Now of course, being a stinking European country is a challenge in and of itself. Therefore, we're not gonna play in Europe, because it stinks. Instead, we're going to play as objectively the best country on this planet. That's right, the United States of America. As the United States of America, we're going to step in the shoes of President Andrew Jackson. In the United States, our political situation looks a little bit like this. It's not perfect, but it definitely stinks way less than the European countries. We are a presidential republic where only the educated can vote. We have a little bit of racial problems. On the bright side, the kids are allowed to work, and there are no far-right workers, which is a good thing. Now, of course, as any democracy, we need to be protected from our future enemies, and what better way to defend our democracy by researching some better guns? I mean, you can't spell democracy without guns. I don't actually know how to spell. In order to succeed in this game, we're going to need an aggressively expanding industry. Therefore, we're going to build guns, bullets, bigger guns, in order to, you know, have the tools to aggressively expand, because that's how the economy works. Trust me, I graduated high school. Now, in order for us to aggressively expand our industry, we're gonna have to tax the food. It will lower our standard of living. However, because of our immigration policies, literally anyone can get in the country. So we're not gonna starve for population or anything, even if the population starves. And if we need more population, we are going to expand it with our, you know, aggressive industrial tools. So realistically, we will never run out of labor. Now, I, President Andrew Jackson, solemnly declare that I shall defend American democracy. So you should make me president for life, in order to make sure that our democracy is defended. Who would vote against the motion? Oh come on, this was a Rome reference, you weren't actually supposed to vote against it. Okay fine, I, Andrew Jackson, am a man who knows when to quit. I guess we'll come back to it at some other point. Okay, so the government's legitimacy took a little hit. I guess at this point we can just invite everyone to join the government. I mean, are we a democracy or what? On the bright side, when everyone's in the government, we can literally vote on whatever we want. So let's take a look on the long list of things we can vote on. Okay. I guess we're gonna ban slavery. Who will vote against the motion? Oh, come on, it's things like this that makes us Americans look bad. Oh, thank God, elections. Whew, that always makes us Americans look good. Alright, who is going to win these elections? Please, place your bet. That's right, this is now a gambling game. Remember kids, gambling is fun. The Whig Party won! Congratulations to the winners! And of course, now our nation is led by President Cornelius, who definitely needs a wig. However, bold as the bold eagle, he shall lead our nation to stability and prosperity, and it will definitely calm down the whole slavery situation. Oh come on Cornelius, you had one job! Alright, well I guess we're going to face Andrew Jackson, you old wrinkly bastard, you just don't know when to quit, do ya? Well alright then. Oh, congratulations. Slavery is no more. Now back to Andrew Jackson. Okay, so as the American Civil War plays in the background, I wish to clarify that historically, the American Civil War was not just about slavery. It was also to curb stomp Andrew Jackson into the ground. And I know that I might have conscripted a little bit too many divisions, and we are tanking a little bit too much money. However, it was so satisfying. I came to this. I don't know what happened. I don't need women anymore. Anyway, back to the game. Okay, seeing the economic damage we took there, I feel like we need to take steps in order to prevent anything like that happening ever again. There you go, a proper organization to safeguard our democracy. Now, since the beginning of this video, I always wanted to say, yeehaw! However, I can't, because we don't own Texas. Let's fix that. There you go, blink and you miss it. Now, for my next trick, I shall ban people from saying yeehaw, because I hate it. Alright, it's Manifest Destiny time. Now I know some of you might call it shoot the Mexicans and steal their land, but soon you won't be able to. Okay, bad news, the stinking French decided to intervene, therefore we have to do this very quickly before they can arrive. And no, my army isn't lost, they are doing the good old American 1-2 kick 'em in the nuts. Objectively, the best American strategy. Ah, perfect, now the poor people can't complain anymore. Man, don't you hate it when your entire country is occupied by the United States of America and you're ready to give up, but you can't because the French say no, and the French have capitulated. Whew, thank God. And there you go. I, President Daniel, wish to thank my greatest sponsor, God. And in order to make sure that God remains on our side, I'm going to invite him in the state. Excellent. And now I shall invite him into our children. Wonderful. Enjoy our children, God. Now, for my final trick to make sure God remains on our side, I shall invite God into our government. Oh, what are these infidels doing? Don't you want God to be on our side forever and ever? Oh, thank God. Elections! As far as I can see, the Republicans are bound to win by a long shot. Oh, come on. Literally 17 days before the elections. I guess it's gonna be a different type of shooting happening. And there you go. The Republicans won. Now, President Hannibal is definitely the man for the job to get us out of this mess. Okay, looking at the signs, I'm gonna have to ask you to temper your expectations a bit. I'm not saying we're gonna lose or anything, but it's gonna be rough. Wait a minute, why are we winning all of a sudden? What is happening? Stupid infidels? Oh my God! It's God! That's right, we have God on our side, and they decided to flee and pray for their sin. There you go, we have God in the government. They were able to sense that the power of God is on our side, and they decided to quit. They went home to pray for their sins. Well, may God have mercy on your soul, for I shall not. I shall crush all the miserable infidels who dare to challenge me. Yeah, they came back. I don't know what happened there, but I'm just gonna be the bigger man and press the button. I guess Mr. Hannibal wasn't the man for the job after all. In fact, you, Mr. Hannibal, are a traitor to the American people. Welcome to the American capitalist revolt. I, President Horace Sprigg, have won the Second American Civil War, also known as the Horus Heresy. But don't Google that. During the war, I've seen many unexplainable things, and I believe that in fact we do need God in our government. I will make sure it's the right God this time. I just have to win the next elections. Okay, rats. It's all up to President Benedict then. Don't mess this up, Benedict. Huh, he didn't. Well, there you go. Now we have Primate Benedict. I guess Primarch was taken or something. Now, as a proud member of the church, it is my duty to command all the people to start donating to the economy. I mean, come on. The economy needs you. And another election cycle. Who is going to win? There are so many parties. They're neck and neck. Ooh, I can feel the gambling itch. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Place your bets. And here are the results. Congratulations to the winners. Now these elections were pretty close. Therefore, I think we should allow every stupid peasant to vote. I believe this is a great way to drown out the votes of those intelligentuals. Alright, we purchased Alaska. I didn't even see the money go down. Okay, so I watched the news and there was something about Islamic Jihad. This organization is filled with young men ready to fight for their God because their God is gonna pimp them out with some bitches when they die. Now that got me thinking. I'm sitting at home playing this game, but I have completely forgotten about women. I'm sorry guys, I have to get some women. In the game. I'm not gonna go outside or anything. There's terrorists out there. I also noticed there's some random radicals on my border. I'm just gonna take them out. I don't trust them. Oh, thank God, we've successfully invented women. Congratulations. Okay, looking at the leaderboard, I noticed there's a couple of infidels that are doing better than me. But I don't think they do. Like, Egypt is having the best game of their life right now. I have no idea why the Ottomans are still on top of me. Speaking of infidels, I feel like these Catholic heretics should be taken under our guidance. I mean, God knows what they're going to do. Also, I've noticed we have Liberia as our protectorate. I don't know when that happened. Maybe we just start a game with them. I don't know. But what will happen if I don't know, do this? Oh, come on. What is this? We were supposed to be matching flags. I'm just so disappointed. Oh, wait. What just happened? The British just gave me land. Thank you, British. That's very cool. I will remember something cool about you, I guess, but there was like no event or anything. I'm kinda confused. Anyway, I'll take it. Okay, so I've invited God in our government and in our schools to feed the soul. And of course, I have built a university in every state to feed the mind. However, I kept forgetting something, and then I realized. The food! I forgot to feed the people! Anyway, we're fixing that, so, our citizens don't have to cosplay as Soviet citizens. Perfect, now I have the right to regulate some bodies. Look, I've been speaking to the American citizens, and the most common complaint they have, they keep losing their jobs to some little gremlins called children. Therefore, we're going to restrict that. New elections! Man, it's getting crowded in here. Who's going to win? Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen, place your bets. Maybe you can win. This time? Huh, the anarchist society won. That's interesting. Well, give the people what they want, I guess. Cancel Republic it is. Alright, comrades, I, Chairman Gilbert, declare that I too have a whiplash from the whole religious state to communism. It's just the nature of democracies, I guess. However, from now on, things will change. We will no longer attack South American countries because they're Catholic. We will attack South American countries to liberate them from their capitalist possessions. Yum 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 yum. Capitalist possessions? Delicious. Okay, so I was minding my own capitalist possessions, and all of a sudden Mexico decided to intervene. Give me your capitalist possessions, Mexico! Hey guys, do you remember the good old 1-2 kick 'em in the nuts? That's right, it still works. Okay, the communists won the elections. The communists won the where are the Oh, they changed their name. Anyway, now I shall completely remove these children from the workforce in order to safeguard our jobs. Thinking kids. Breaking news! The Dutch are ready to sell me Dutch Guyana for an obligation. Nice. I definitely know where that's on the map. Give me a moment. Yeah, there you go, there it is. I told you I know where it's on the map. Alright, new elections. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Will the communists win this time? Yes, they've won, and they're here to stay, apparently. Chairman Philip is now going to separate God from the state. You know, during the Iraq War, George Bush has famously signed a law which says if any American citizen is tried in The Hague, the United States military must invade the Netherlands. Listen, I'm not planning anything, but I think we should practice. Just in case. You're welcome, the Netherlands. Just remember, I can always come back. Now, so far, our legal reforms have been very successful and of course always in the interest of the people. However, for once, we're going to accept a law that is good for the budget. Like that one time, you know, just one law. Come on, people. Pinch in a little bit. The state needs you. We built the Statue of Liberty. I thought it was a gift or something. Oh wow, this is amazing. It's incredible. I feel like it almost worth the investment there. Man, the things I do for the people. Alright, now the people get to give me their capitalist possessions. Thank you, people. That's for your own good, I promise. In fact, I'm so satisfied I will give you even more women. I mean, are we really a communist country if people don't get to have a state-mandated girlfriend? I don't think so. Oh wait, I almost forgot to remove God from the children. Whose idea was this? What is this, Mexico? You gonna shank me or something? Oh great, and the French are here. Give up, France! I have Canada on my side. Wait, the war barely even started and the French are already offering me peace. They get Liberia and I get the Mexican province with the gold on it. Ooh, this feels like a double betrayal. Oh, but look at all that gold. Can you imagine how many capitalist possessions we can get with that amount of gold? I mean, Liberia has already disappointed me. Do I really care? Alright then, France. A double betrayal it is. I mean, now the Mexicans get to watch me take all their gold and Liberia... Oh, they're dead. Perfect. No witnesses. Haha. Alright, the first skyscraper, and it looks... I built it for the people. Yeah, for the people. Alright, now it's time for us to develop the South. We're building the Panama Canal and we found a bunch of rubber, which will definitely be useful. And there you go, the concept of God doesn't exist anymore. Thank God. No, wait. And it looks like the British have had enough of those pesky parasites called emperors and kings and stuff. Alright, Britain, you can do it. I believe it. Wait a minute. Electricity is in this game? And the Panama Canal is built. Oh my God, this is amazing. I can't believe it almost worth the investment. I really hope the electricity actually worth the investment though. And Britain has turned into Hungary. Alright, you go, champ. Now we have upgraded the construction sector and we're gonna electrolyze in no time. Woo, now that's construction. It cost me 2 million per week. Now this place feels like America. Alright, I have to say, I really like laissez-faire. It gives you these free constructions. This has been helping us a lot. However, looking at the puny private sector, it simply pales before the might of the state. I mean, we're building 4 pages at once. I feel like we should concentrate these miserable resources into a machine that's far more efficient for, the good of the people. Give me your capitalist possessions, people! Okay, let's see what happened. There's definitely a difference. I can see it. I don't feel it, but okay. I'm sure over time, the economy will improve dramatically. Actually, our standard of living jumped like 2 points. I feel like we should do the same thing with the agriculture. I mean, it clearly works. Oh my god, the Belgian people are trying to rise up against their capitalist oppressors, and the Russians are helping the capitalist oppressors. It is our duty to help the workers of Belgium. Okay, Belgium, you have to hold the line for 7 weeks. Yeah, they didn't hold. Okay, I know we didn't save Belgium, but now I know where the problem was. Mass conscription. We just didn't have it. That'll save the Belgians next time. Okay, so I was minding my own capitalist possessions in Ecuador, and all of a sudden Brazil decided to intervene. Alright, Brazil, I have some new toys, and I'm just itching to try them out. Wait, they gave up. What? No. Stand and fight, coward. Hey Mexico, you're not gonna run away or anything, right? I mean, we had so many magical moments together. There's no way you're gonna just not let me play with my toys. Alright, World War Mexico, here we go! We do have some experience in Mexico, so I feel like we should do just fine. Here come the stinking Europeans. Austria surrendered. What? We haven't even started yet. Mexico surrendered. Get out of my face, Russia. This wasn't the world war I was hoping for. Back to more important things like protecting our workers. That is vital for our government. I know it probably looks like we're attempting to get to the #1 spot, but that's not true. All I really want is for our industry to be protected completely from these capitalist big dogs. Finally, we will no longer play the stock market game. Okay, so looking at things, we don't have silk. Like, none. From now on, everyone's gonna wear poor people clothes, which is a very communist thing to do. Speaking of people, we must make sure that they are protected in their old age. And of course, we must protect the young age people by closing the borders to these stinking Europeans. Ugh. Oh come on, we're number 3 now. Really, Germany? You are not a thing yesterday. Get out of my leaderboard, Germany. Okay, communist Haiti has agreed to be our protectorate. Nice. Oh come on, Germany, get out of my Haiti war. Get out of my lawn, Germany! Oh my god, World War Communist Cuba! I mean, I know I probably shouldn't, but I just gotta have one. So we're winning in Spain, and we're winning in Germany. I gotta say, Germany, for the #2 guy, I'm not impressed. Also, now we have the latest construction technologies. We're definitely constructing now. Comrade France is having trouble. Oh no! You can do it, Comrade France. I believe in you. I'm a little bit busy though. Wait, no, they surrendered. What? Alright, Comrade France, I'm here to help. Oh, and you're gonna pay me with a piece of South America? Thank you, comrade, I appreciate it. Oh, never mind, they didn't pay me with a piece of North America, they paid me with this bit here. It's not the payment for the work, it's the comrades we made along the way, right? Oh, the Netherlands is also having their revolution. I'm in the neighborhood at this point. Alright, comrades, you are saved. Now, let's go back to the USA and try out that construction thing. Oh yeah, baby, we can do whatever we want now. Nothing can stop us. The only enemy we have is the concept of money, which I'm sure we'll figure it out. Wait, no, what? Don't back down. The Netherlands, I had George Bush jokes and everything. Well, okay, we have The Hague. Now we can find some creative solutions to our money problem, I guess. I mean, what better way to solve your money problem than to take it from the stinking capitalist big dogs? I mean, look at how much capitalist possessions they possess. I'm pretty sure there's like a piece or two that's actually mine. Okay, now this one is quite simple, right? We get to lure the stupid British to throw themselves in the Canadian waste, while at the same time we use The Hague to destroy their homeland. Okay, so the naval invasions keep failing, and I was wondering why. Upon closer inspection, I noticed that my troops have forgotten their poison gas in their other pants. We should probably try that again. You know what's the worst thing? I have completely forgotten that South America exists. Yeah, Okay, Britain, it's time for your prostate exam. I hope you studied. Now, you have probably noticed that the British Navy is all around us. What's up with that, you might ask? Well, the British believe that this is a way to cut us off from international trade. But I can assure you, international trade doesn't exist. It's a capitalist propaganda. Don't believe them. So bad news. We have some budget issues. And more bad news. The British have returned. And they don't look very happy about our prostate exam. They just don't understand the sacrifices we had to take to make sure they have a healthy prostate. But they're good news as well. All we have to do is hold. I know that here in the USA, things have looked better, but on the bright side, we got it. There you go. We got a piece of that capitalist possessions, and I'm never giving it back. At least that's what I think this button does. Oh my god, we've invented the plane. We're so good and cool and awesome. But do you know what hasn't been invented yet? Google. Therefore, I can't actually check if I actually own The Hague. So I'm gonna take the whole of the Netherlands just to make sure. I don't want to look like an idiot. Oh my god, Mexico! I have a new toy to try out. It's planes this time. We're still using poison gas, by the way. Okay, Germany, it's time for you to give me back that number 2 spot. Germany and friends, I'm gonna be honest, I have 30 million to blow and some very expensive planes. Yup, they're working alright. I mean, they're pretty expensive, but that's how you guys play the game too, right? Like, it's not just me edging bankruptcy all the time. That's how you're supposed to play this game, right? I mean, come on, you can't argue with results. This army is just obliterating everything. We probably don't even need to use the poison gas. But we will, of course. We're not gonna stop. Oh boy, we're spending like 1 million per week, and we have 6 left. Talk about cutting it close. Alright, but there you go, we're victorious. We own you now, Germany. Get out of the number 2 spot, it belongs to me. Oh no, wait, that's a 5. Okay, I have to admit, I have no idea how this game works. Why am I number 5 exactly? It must be those pesky capitalists. Which means that this leaderboard is clearly a capitalist propaganda. I mean, I pooped on the number 1, I pooped on the number 2, with friends. Now some of you might point out it's actually because of the massive amount of debt we're in, but that's just the American way of doing things. Or perhaps it's the dropping standard of living, and the fact that we have several problems with the electricity, rubber, still no silk by the way, low market access, I don't even know what market access is. And instead of focusing on fixing the problems, we simply invest into military might. Yes, now we have tanks and stuff, which means we can now poop on the British even harder. I mean, come on, constantly expanding your military might is the communist thing to do. Perhaps the fact that I haven't constructed anything in a decade. No, it's just capitalist propaganda. We are clearly number 1. I mean, they all call me a pariah. What's up with that? Okay, I have to admit, ever since we started sending men to die in the Canadian wastes, the financial situation has been a bit tough. I mean, I had to stop the election bets because I was tanking too much money. I just couldn't afford it. I know some of you might say, well, gambling is not a real way for financial stability, but you'd be wrong. The elections were simply rigged. Somehow. And no, before you say, Chairman Lorenzo is thinking straight, okay? He's very popular, he clearly knows what he's doing. Now these are the laws we ended up with. It seems like a perfect mix between communism and Americanism. We have a cancer republic, very communism. We have a secret police, very communism. We have closed borders, very communism. We have no healthcare, very American. And even though the situation in the country could be improved, I've heard no complaints. Now of course, diplomatically, we have some friends, we have some enemies, we have some made-up friends. France and the Ottomans didn't do too well this time around. Russia literally hasn't moved the entire game. And of course, don't be fooled by the whole German Empire thing. It was made by Austria. That's why this Germany feels a little bit lacking. Of course, the main thing is that we gave Britain an RKO and we are now the proud owners of London, which at the end of the day is the whole point of the game. And of course, we own The Hague to boot. Here somewhere, I'm sure. Now I do understand that some of my other videos on this channel look a little bit different, but this is what we're going to be doing from now on. Gaming content. You can still watch my older videos. They are just a little bit lacking in frames. Until next time.